Hi everyone, I'm Mally, back to you with English grammar. Today I intend to do exercises related to has to and have to. Well, listen, Robert can't come out with us this morning. He has to walk late. Yep, the obligation comes from outside. In order to know how you've got to use have to or has to and must, you have to refer to my previous test, which explains the difference between the two. The bus was late this morning. How long did you have to wait? Number 3, I don't have much time. I have to go in 10 minutes. I'm afraid I can't stay long. What time do you have to go? Joe starts work at 5 a.m. every day, which means he has to get up at 4. You see, in all these cases, the obligation comes from outside. We nearly missed a bus this morning. We had to run to catch it. Is Lisa usually free on Saturdays, or does she have to? When you use does, you've got to make sure that you change has to have to, or does she have to walk? Is Lisa usually free on Saturdays, or does she have to walk? Number 8, there was nobody to help me. I had to do everything by myself. A past form. There's one single past form to express obligation in the past, and that is had to. Number 9, how old do you have to be to have a driving license? Number 10, there was a lot of noise from the street. We had to close the window. Number 11, was the exhibition free, or did you have to pay to go in? Well, here we've got to use have or has or had to, and sometimes the negative form. I'm not working tomorrow, so I don't have to get up early. If you remember, I told you that must shows obligation both in positive form and in negative form, but have to in negative form shows a lack of obligation. Steve didn't know how to change these settings on his phone. I had to show him. Excuse me a moment, I have to make a phone call. I won't be long. You can let me know later what you want to do. You don't have to decide now. Yeah, there is no force upon you. I couldn't find a street I wanted. I had to ask somebody for directions. It refers to the past. This car park is free. You don't have to pay. Number 7, there is lack of obligation. A man was slightly injured in the accident, but he had to go to hospital. Past form. Jane has a senior position in the company, so she has to make important decisions. Number 9, the train was very full and there were no seats free, so we had to stand all the way. It refers to the past. Number 10, when Patrick starts his new job next month, he has to drive 50 miles to work every day, or he will have to drive. Now, here it says in some of these sentences is wrong or unnatural. Correct these sentences where necessary. It's later than I thought. I must go. Yeah. It's okay, or I have to go. It all depends, yeah, whether it is an outside source, yeah, there's something external which is forcing him to go, otherwise he would be willing to stay, or, he just thinks that he has got to go, or he must go, yeah. It all depends what meaning he wants to, convey. Number 2, I must start work every day at 8:30. Hello. Here, the obligation comes from an outside source, in this case the company or the office, so I have to start work. Number 3, I must remember to call Sarah tomorrow. Yeah, it's correct. He's forcing himself. He's just trying to make sure to remember to call Sarah tomorrow. But anyway, if he says that I have to remember, no, it wouldn't make any sense. Yeah, we have to use must. I couldn't get a taxi last night. I must walk home. I couldn't get. Hello, it refers to the past, so we have to use had to. I had to walk home. Number 5, you must come and see us again soon. Yeah, I mean, here, the speaker is, in fact, insisting that they should come and see him or them again soon. Number 6, Tom isn't going out this evening. He must study for his exam. He, well, had to, yeah. He had to study for his exam. Well, again, it all depends. Yeah, it all depends on who's speaking. I mean, the mother could be speaking here in this case. He must, yeah, study. I'm the one who's forcing him to stay home and study, or it could be the exam itself. So he had to study for his exam, although he wouldn't want to stay home and study. He would he would be more willing to go out and play. 7, we can't go the usual way because so I forgot to tell you that here you've got to use had to, but again it all depends on the context. Number 7, we can't go the usual way because the road is closed, so we have to. So here, there is an outside source for this obligation, and that's the fact that the road is closed. So here we have got to use we have to go another way. Number 8, Julia wears glasses. She must wear glasses. No. The speaker is not forcing him to wear glasses. She has to wear glasses. Because it has to do with an outside source, in this case the weakness of Julia's eyes. Since she was very young, Julia wears glasses. She has had to wear glasses, and still we also have to change the tense too. She has had to wear glasses since she was very young. And now the last exercise, mustn't, don't, have to, doesn't have to. I told you must and mustn't expresses obligation both in negative form and positive form, but have to expresses lack of obligation in negative form. I don't want anyone to know about our plans, so you mustn't tell anyone, yeah? Obligation. Richard doesn't have to wear a suit to work, but he usually does. There's no force, there's no obligation, but he wears a uniform at 12. He himself, decides to wear a uniform. There's a lift in the building, so we climb the stairs, so we don't have to. There's no force. We don't have to climb the stairs. And next one, I promised Kate I'd call her tomorrow, so I mustn't, I mustn't forget. Oh, sorry. I mustn't forget. Number 5, I'm not very busy. I have a few things to do, but I do them, I don't have to. I don't have to do them now. I can do them later too. Now, Sophie likes weekends because she, has to. Sophie likes weekends because, sorry. Sophie likes weekends because she doesn't have to. Doesn't have to get up early. Number 7, you be a good player to enjoy a game of tennis, so you don't have to. You don't have to be a good player to enjoy a game of tennis. And number 8, you should keep trying to find a job. You mustn't give up, stupid. Mustn't give up. Next one. I eat too much. I'm supposed to be on a diet. I mustn't. And the last one. We have plenty of time before our flight, so we don't have to check in yet. We don't have to check in yet. Well, that's it for exercises related to must and have